Good morning, Maya Paabak. Here's the plan. There's something completely new. What could possibly go wrong?
Monday morning. We've had the prayer, led by Jesse, and now we've got the briefing. Typically, the engineer and maybe something from Manny. And if you've been watching for any length of time, you know what's coming after this. It's back to the professionals. Elson in charge.
5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's what we want.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jogging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, jump and jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 7, 4, 3.
And there we go. I want all of you to encourage my beautiful Asawa to be on camera more. So, you've just seen the introduction. I want you all, please put a like in there. Maybe we can persuade her to do it again sometime and get my ugly mug out of this thing. Like, go on, like, put a comment in, tell her something supportive, because she's very nervous about that kind of thing. Right, we'll start here with something not new, grinding down the columns here. This is Richard and Carlito, and we'll move inside and see what else is going on. Here's a rather large clue as to what's new today. No activity in the kitchen, or the dirty kitchen at the moment. I suspect we may not see anything in here until we go and check out those appliances that we need to put in. The dishwasher for this room and the oven for the dirty kitchen. I think they'll wait until we have dimensions for all of those confirmed. But you never know. I'm very often wrong. We might see something in here later on. I was talking, I can't remember if it was Saturday or Friday, about my hopes that they would get the muriatic acid on this sunken seating area. Graham Cebu Philippines once again stepped in and advised and said, don't do it too soon after the surfaces are finished. It is acid and it can have detrimental effects if everything's not been allowed to sit there and basically cure for a while. So I'm guessing on that basis, maybe we will not see anything here for another day or so. I'm not sure how long they're supposed to leave it, but I'm sure the pool crew knew. The pool crew knew, the pool crew knows. Something else not new, but I'm very happy with. More work on the tiling for this waterfall. Got Jay down there, hiding his face. And Rodell, Sue, beating up pieces of wood to use as forms, I assume, for the top. I think I was also wondering on Saturday whether this pump room was basically done except for the floor. And the answer is no. Singing Marvin, plus Joe Jet, are going to be working on the outside and the inside around this door opening. More scaffolding to be used around the waterfall. It is going to be rather difficult to make all this out because I can't get inside the room. But this is the new stuff. I'm sure you got it from that clue. Ceilings, in fact, they started these on Sunday when we were away. And they're here in the bedroom at the front of the house. We've got Romwell and Oliver working on the edging metal, which I think they're calling the wall angles. There'll be various terms that we come across over the next few days. These are just the terms that the engineer gives me, so there may be a Philippine twist to some of these. So let me know in the comments what other names you may have for these various elements. But we have things like carrying channels and metal furrings. But for now, I think the focus is entirely on these wall edges, wall angles, There you go, I've messed it up already. And this is the bedroom at the back of the house on the north side. We've got Erwin again working on these wall angles. Now, one thing we have to be conscious of is we can't do all of this, or part of this at least, until the aircon crew have come back. So the builder is here and he's just said probably we'll get the aircon guys back next week, straight after Easter, if they're available. I've got to contact them now and find out. In the bedroom at the front of the house on the north side, we've got a Donnell and original Rico, and we are a little more advanced in here. Over here we have these channels running across the room, which they're calling the metal furrings. Again, let me know if you've got different names for these. Here on the wall we have what is to me an utterly indecipherable diagram of what they're doing with dimensions. It's a little after lunch. Let's have a wander around, and we'll start here at the front of the house. Richard's up there doing a little bit more plastering. But basically it appears as though they're trying to get all the surfaces done that are anywhere in close contact or nearby the roof frame. There is a suggestion that maybe the roof crew will be back this week. And given that it's Easter and it's a short week, that means that, not including today, 2 more days. We'll see. And over here, a little bit more electrical work going on. More drilling out on the front of this small balcony. And we'll go and have a look inside and see what O'Donnell and I think Rico are up to there. I said this morning I thought maybe nothing else inside the kitchen today, and I'm wrong again. Electrical going on just here. A lot of preparation going on here with the gypsum board. Ready to start installing that in the very near future. Hard to see, but here inside the bathroom for the spa and gym, Jeffrey says plastering's finished. Here's the bedroom at the front of the house on the north side, and a lot more progress here with preparing the ceiling. This is like, I think, most of the rooms in the house actually. There'll be effectively 2 levels of ceiling. One of the names for it is a cove ceiling. I'm not sure again if there are other names, but effectively lower around the outside, more elevated in the center. What you can see are the metal furrings and the carrying channels. The carrying channels are the ones that are vertical, going from the very top, the roof, down to support the metal furrings. And yep, they're twisted. Here in the bedroom at the back of the house on the north side, it's a little bit clearer. Now they've got more of the wood in place. It's a little clearer of the 3 levels that these ceilings will have. Well, here we go. They are starting to add the muriatic acid to the white pebble dash on the bench. I'm not sure if they're covering the tiles as well. I think they are. So all of this might look a little different by the end of today. Singing Marvin. Making very good progress with this remaining plastering around the door. And Glenn getting close to finishing off this tiling for the waterfall. I think Max wants to be in the video. Say hello then. The bell's just gone, 4:30. We'll start here at the sunken seating area, where the muriatic acid was applied to some areas here, and you can see a clear difference. So on the bench seat, looks nice and white. Over on the step, not so much. But still quite a lot more cleaning to be done in here. Tiling of the waterfall, getting closer. Still have to do the surface underneath the top beam, but all the walls are done. In the kitchen, I think the only thing that was done today was a little bit more preparation with electrical and ultimately for gas delivery to the range that will be on top of the island. So they're preparing that, getting ready to start putting forms in place for the island. We are going tomorrow, at least that's the plan, to try and see if we can get the range, the oven for the dirty kitchen, the dishwasher, the ovens maybe, and including the microwave. So we're going to try and get all of those sourced tomorrow if we can. Most likely we'll have to wait for delivery, but that's perfectly okay. We just need the dimensions at this point. This is the bedroom at the back on the north side. They're working on 3 rooms with ceilings right now, 3 of the bedrooms. This is the one that's a little bit more advanced than the other 2. So they've got a lot of the metal furrings in place, maybe all of them. They've got the vertical bars attaching to the roof. And then they've got these beams across the side defining the levels of the different levels of the ceilings. And I think in all the rooms it will be 3 different levels of ceiling. Right here, we've got Singing Marvin and Jeffrey, who I think have got a competition for who has the most best tattoos. Answers in the comments. Which one's the best? Here at the front, it's actually hard to pick out any specific details of what else they've done, but I'm hoping they are very close to finishing all the areas that basically butt up to this roof, this canopy, and then maybe we get the roof team back on Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see. They still have to do a small retaining wall on this side of the balcony, and I think they're going to do another one up against the house wall. It may be that it runs from the top of the closest column on the balcony, so it's the one on this side at the back. It may be that it runs across there. I'm not entirely sure, or whether it runs actually across where the end of the trusses are. Watch this space. Well, that is the end of the official work day, but we do seem to have again a crew of, I'm not sure, 7 or 8, I think, including foreman Manny, who I believe are going to stick around and work more on soffits until basically it gets dark, which this time of year they can probably go through till 6 o'clock if they choose to. Tomorrow we'll see, we'll get a bit more of an update from the engineer about the final work that's required before this canopy roof can go on, and a bit of an update on whether they think it will be in the remaining 2 working days of this week. I think that might be a bit of a push, but we'll see. Anyway, lots going on today. Great to see the ceilings starting to go in, and to me at least, pretty amazing how fast those things are put together. There's clearly still loads and loads to do, and yes, we still have to wait to let the aircon guys come back in, but it's really changing the appearance of the bedrooms upstairs, at least 3 of them. 2 they haven't started on yet. Looking good. Right, that's it for the day. See you tomorrow.